Welcome to another episode with Better Culture. I'm your host. My name is Ken, and today I'm going to be talking to you about our live text and email notification for the live spread value alerts. Last night we had two college games going on, and we went 2-1 on those live notifications. And surprisingly, we had some value in the live spreads. That doesn't always happen, but we did find it in two of the games last night, and I'm going to be sharing with you today what those plays were and the results of those plays. I'm also going to be sharing with you some of the other plays that you can play throughout the day, whether it's tennis or basketball. But a lot of people love college football, so those are the ones that I'm going to share with you. Maybe if you don't know tennis, you wouldn't be betting those notifications. But if you do love college football, most likely those are the notifications that you'd be betting on. The other thing is maybe you're not even watching these games, so you will get these notifications to let you know that there is some value in the spread. That's what makes these live text notifications so valuable, because it just hits you up, tells you that, hey, there's some good value in this spread. Come take a look. It doesn't necessarily mean take it, because I'm going to show you an example where, they don't always work out, but it's a good idea to come take a look. If you like it, follow it. All right, so let's start with the first college football game. I'm going to take you to my email to show you what the notification looks like. Here is the first notification. It'll come straight to your email just like this. This was last night. University at Buffalo versus University of Toledo. In the first quarter, the score was 0-14. The University at Buffalo was plus 15.5 at the closing line. So pregame, that's the pregame spread. At the first quarter, the live line was at plus 27.5. That is a value of plus 12 points. Will you guys take this? If you know these teams, you can make your decision based on understanding these teams. Let's take a look at the final score. Buffalo, Toledo. If you saw that notification came in the first quarter before they hit the 7 points. So that was probably the best time to take that live spread. Maybe when they went 10-0 here too, that maybe that 27.5 could have been a little bit better or not. But as far as I know, that this notification which we got at this time was a plus 27.5, adding 12 points to your score. So at plus 27.5, here's the final score. We cleared that, and that was an obvious winner, thanks to some of these extra points here that occurred. So that was a winner. I'm going to show you another notification. I think it's for that same game. And that is, oh no, this is another game. So this is Northern Illinois University versus Central Michigan University. And the score in the second quarter was 3-24. And the starting line for the total is at 46.5, and the live line was 58.5. That is a value of 12 points. Now, when it comes to over and under, there is a momentum that's happening when the line is, clearly going over what was the closing line. So in this example, it was 46.5, and it's obvious that the total is going way over that 46.5. Sometimes when this happens, they're going to give you a live line, and that live line in this example is 58.5. Now let's take a look at the final score. The final score for that was 31-37. So that's clearly over the 58.5. So that score was 68. So there is some balances and some things to look at when you are giving a live total value, because there's something to be said when teams are playing with momentum and pushing forward, like both teams are scoring. They have that potential for a high momentum moving game. It's same says for the opposite, right? So if it's clearly going under the closing line, it's obvious. Then the live line is going to give you something lower, and it's going to tell you that you should bet the over. And when it comes to totals, it's not always um, clear cut. You want to watch the game. You want to see how the teams are playing because of that momentum, or because of that no momentum, that the games are very defensive, or nobody can score. And so those are the things that you want to look at when it comes to the total, because sometimes, in this case, that under 58 and a half, and it was at 46 and a half, and you see the team scoring a lot, you can probably say, you know what, I'm going to fade this 58 and a half, and I'm going to go over. It's not always the case, but that's something that those are the decisions that you have to make when it comes to betting on these live spreads. And that if you've ever bet a live spread, you got to look at the number. But what the system is telling you where there is value at the live spread. Because if you're not paying attention to this game, you may not have known that the 46 and a half was the closing line. You may have thought, just based on this game, looking at it, that the closing line could have been here around 58. And so little would you know that there was an opportunity for a live spread value. So now let's take a look at that same game, and it's going to be on the spread, because you saw the score there. But let's take a look at this score. In the third quarter, 11-24, Northern Illinois University closed at -6, and it looks like they were losing here. So what does that mean? That means they gave a live line at +9.5. That is plus 15.5 points of value. Now, Northern Illinois University going from a favorite to now a dog at +9.5. That is awesome. Now let's take a look at the final score. And of course, we saw that 31-37. So the 31 plus your 9.5 clearly takes you to the winner's circle. So you see there, 2 college games, 2 spreads. Those both won. The total that did not win. But these are the type of notifications that you can get even if you're not paying attention to the game, so that you can take advantage of these live spreads. And unfortunately, the books know that there is a lot of winning by sports bettors when it comes to live. So what do? They limit our max bet amount when it comes to live action. And if you have not been limited, you may not have been betting enough. And so, what I know with some of the biggest books that I work with, they only allow us max bet of $1,000 when we're really playing like 5K, 10K, 2K, 3K per game. They max bet us at 1,000. So that's where, we can keep hitting that live 1,000 throughout the whole week, win $10,000. Easy. I love it. I love it when that happens. But let me show you some of the other notifications that will come through into your email if you do it by email or by text. And you could always limit the text or the emails that come through. So you'll see here, this is all my email, and I'll just keep receiving emails like this. And then here was a tennis one. Here's another tennis one. So these will come like 6:40 in the morning, 10:20, 6:30 in the morning, 6 a.m., 5:10 a.m. So, if you are an insomniac and you just love watching games, or you watch games overnight, or let's say you were sleeping but you keep track of tennis, there's going to be some live text notifications that will be sent to you. Hey, wake up, put this bet in. So those are the things with live text notifications. So if you guys want to check that out, go to picks.betterculture.com, get signed up, and then you will get these text notifications to hit you live so that you can win in that live gameplay action. And you'll love it just like I do. Thank you guys for watching. Come back, check for another video, and please subscribe because you will not want to miss all these things that I'm going to be talking about in the sports gambling, just all about the industry itself. I'll give out some picks and I'll share with you some tactics to beat the books because we are Better Culture. We're trying to create a better sports betting culture where, there's none of this hate and all this scams and lies. Trying to get past that. So thank you for joining me. My name is Ken with Better Culture. Have a good one.